What's up, fish tank people? This is for you, Dustin. I just saw your video, you getting pissed about your saltwater tank. So I want to talk to you and anyone else who wants to listen. Now, I've had this guy up for almost 3 years now. Maybe 3 years, I don't know. I don't really know what I'm doing. You know, I ask a lot of questions. I've made a lot of mistakes. But right now, this tank more or less takes care of itself. And the reason why is because of the live rock and the corals. Okay? Everything in this tank kind of takes care of everything else. My fish, for example, got that tang, I've got that angel. They feed on algae. They're kind of tank maintenance fish. Clownfish there, he doesn't do much other than eat. So there's no filter at all on this tank. If you look up Berlin system or Berlin reef system, it'll explain it, but basically all the live rock in my tank acts as the filter. Now what I do have down here under my dog is my canister filter, and I use that instead of a refugium or whatever the hell. But the only thing in there is pieces of live rock. And up here I have my skimmer with some fish food on top. Skimmers are essential. I need to empty that out. And I'm going to show you why. I don't know if you can see this because the resolution might not be that good and it might be too bright, but if you can see that, I had my skimmer off for, I don't know, a week because I was lazy. But can you see that film there? You can see where it's rippling the water and it's nice and clear, but there's a film on there, and that's because my skimmer was not running for a few days. And that's just bad stuff. So that's why you need a skimmer. Essentially, my advice to you, Dustin, and everyone else, go slow. You know, it helps to be poor. I'm very poor, and I only spend about $10 to $20 on this tank at a time, and I try to only spend $5 on this tank, and I've been doing it that way since I got the tank, which I got for free. The slower you go, the more time everything has to establish, and just research, and do not be afraid to ask questions. I have no pride. I have no pride about this. I mean, when I started my fish tank, I went in telling myself, I don't care if I sound like a dumbass, I'm going to ask as many questions as I have, because I want this to work. Another thing I do, of course I do water changes. I add two things here. I add calcium and a calcium buffer alkaline. Okay, I don't know if you can see that a little closer. That's all I add to my tank, and I test with these test kits. And my corals are kicking ass. I mean, all of these I got as $5 frags originally. And you can see how these things have grown. So essentially, I don't know if you can see that, well, that's not a good example. Okay, here. Down here is a little toadstool, $5. That's how small that is. Everything in here started that small and just grew, and especially this star polyps. I don't even have the original fragment that we got with that. We gave it away because that shit's just taken off. So yeah, I don't know if I've helped you out at all, but patience and persistence. I guess water changes. You know, I've run into some serious problems before, and I just had to do water changes twice a week for about 2 months, and that took care of it. So check out fishtanktv.com, aquascape.ning.com. If you have any questions, comments, thanks for watching.